All right, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. My name is Hassan, and I'm chasing my dream of becoming a profitable day trader. Um, been trading like 5 years now, man. I started in 2020, and I took like a year off. I think it was like 2022. I didn't trade, maybe 2023. Yeah, 2023. I took off. Jumped back in the game 2024 and started this YouTube channel, and it's been a year. It's been a year of grinding, man, and coming in here every day at the open and trying to make it happen, man, trying to figure it out. And there's been a lot of moments where I felt like I had it, and then there's been a lot of moments where I I felt completely lost, and um, I just didn't know what I was gonna do. And I think I was kind of feeling that way entering into this month. Um, I felt like I just could not. I felt super lost. And after this, I was just like, I remember after this day, I was like, you know what? I'm done with the 5 minute opening range and having this like strict line where I have to enter only here above this spot and all that stuff. And I was just like, I'm just gonna trade. And somebody commented on one of my videos. Shout out to you, man. He was like, bro, you don't have any indicators on your chart. It's just it's just floating out there in nothingness. And most of the time when people would say something like that before, I would be like, yeah, that's how I like it. No distractions, no biases, just price action. But this time it just kind of made me think. And I thought back about, I've had profitable months before. Like back in 2022, I found some screenshots of my months, my month ending stats, and I had like a 60% win rate, 2R average profit loss ratio. And I was just like, dang, what was I doing then? And I was very free. And I remember, I don't know if I was had switched to VWAP at that point, but I remember using the 21 and the 9 EMA. And for some reason I wanted to put the 20 EMA on the chart. And so I put it on there and I just looked and I was like, this is interesting. And I decided I came in Friday and I was just trading with my EMA. I might have added it before that day, but it feels like this is when it happened. But I came in this day and was just like, I'm gonna be water. Pond, shout out Pond. Pond was in my ear about just being water, man, and not being so rigid about these picture perfect setups you're trying to wait for, but just like trade the dang chart. Like you've been looking at charts and watching stocks move up and down for years. Like where the right place to buy is. You just you have a problem waiting for it or taking action when you see it because it doesn't fit in this perfect pattern. But if you just remove all of that and just buy where you're supposed to buy, it seemed easier. It made more sense. And so Friday I came in and I had a good time. And um I remember feeling like, okay, this is what we're gonna do next week. And so next week I'm coming in, I feel like I found something new. I'm excited. I want to feel this thing out. No rules. And I remember on this Friday I had increased my max loss to $20 instead of $10 because I wanted room to explore. And oh, I definitely got filled every bit of that, man, for 3 days in a row. And I know it looked crazy, and my gang in the chat was like, "Bro, like, what's happening here? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, you're crashing out, bro." And it's like I'm trading completely different than how I've been trading. So yeah, I know it looked crazy. And P&L wise, it was very disastrous. Um, I know these numbers seem small, but I'm only risking $3 a trade. So, um, and my max loss had been at $10, which is roughly three trades. So, before now, this $10 max loss is like a big deal. That's like, man, I failed on the day. I max loss. My platform has kicked me out. It's over. So losing 20, double that 3 days in a row, that sucks, man. And but at the same time, man, I felt good, man. It was like, I know this looks crazy, y'all, but just watch. Just like wait. Like, let me see something real quick. And by the fourth day, I was like, all right, man, we can't lose $20 again. Like this at this point, I'm trying to like ease the bleeding. And so I have a not so crazy, not so bad max loss day, but still, 37 trades, and ending that badly is like, okay, we're still, what are we doing here? I'm down $90 on the month using $3 risk. Actually, you know what? I think I was doing two. I think I was doing $2 risk. Yeah, I was doing $2 risk. My bad. My bad. I didn't switch to three until later. So anyway, at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling like I got it, and so I'm down $90 on the month, and then this Friday happens, and it just it was a really good Friday, man. I felt like I got it. Like I felt like, all right, this is it's all coming together now. Here we go. And yeah, man. So this was like the beginning of the comeback right here. 18 bucks on this day. Came in Monday, straight hot fire, 33 bucks. Um, six on the next day. And this day, man, this day could have been great also. Um, I feel like I gave a lot of R's back on all of these days. Um, but it's cool. It's cool. It's still like great learning experiences, really getting the feel of what I want to be doing. And then like having the freedom to trade how I really want to trade. Like if you look at my videos from last year, like you see a lot of me, I got multiple positions on at the same time. And I know it seems crazy, like, bro, what are you doing? But I'm just like, I can do that. That's how I like to trade. And I mean, sometimes I do get carried away and get like four or five positions, and that's too much. But two positions, maybe three, I can handle that. And so now I'm just like, whenever I have an idea, I feel free to take it. And that's what this was. But then it was just like I was finding what ideas I wanted to be trading. So I just trading everything for a few days, and then I'm like, all right, this is what I want to do when the five pulls back and the one crosses back over the EMA. You know, that first higher high, higher low. That's where I want to enter. Selling half at 2R, half at 3R, and then I'm letting the rest ride. You know, and it's been a great. This is my best week of the year. I was down 90 bucks and I made 91 from this Friday to this Friday. Made it all back. We're break even on the month plus 87 cent. And this day also should have been green. I had some R's on the table. I would think I was at least up 4R at some point. And just when you having these kind of days, it's hard to walk away with a small green. And 4R is not even a small green. Like but I've just, I've had 20R days, and it gets hard to let go from 20R to 4R. It's like, eh, is can I really stop here? But I'm kind of proud that I was able to stop just down 2R, you know. So hopefully that's a sign of growth. There's only one thing I'm worried about. Like I want to feel like, wow, my best week of the year. I feel like I've found my place again, and it's better than all the other times that I felt like I found my place. It feels closest to my trading personality what I'm doing right now. But the one thing I'm worried about is my P&L has basically been following the SPY. My calendar, my daily, and this is when my disaster days happened. Like literally my calendar has been following it like day for day. Like March 3rd, these 2 days I was red. This day I was green. This day I was red. This day I was green. These days I was red. And like literally I'm, I'm following the SPY, And so like do I have it or is the market just in my favor? I don't know. We're going to have to see. Time will tell. Time will tell. The trick is to not be red on these days. I'm usually green on the green days, but half of the days you are red, so I have to figure out how to survive the red days. And this day, actually, I did very well, but I still closed red. But I definitely could have closed green like nicely. But we'll see, man. We just got to see. Next week is exciting. I get to see if it's real or is this just another, a wave in the market that I happened to catch and it just went my way for a week and then, back to crash out. uh, but let's go over my top trades from the last week just for fun. All right, we got Hood at a little over 5R. Man, really nice on the 5. We got this big dip down here. Huge wick. Nice move up. Um, yeah, so as soon as it retook the EMA, and then we get this resting candle here. And I bought that, stop under the low. And then we moved up a little bit, came back down, and decided to double down. Added, and left my stop there. So just basically increasing the risk of the trade. And it worked out very well. Very well. Popped nicely and took profits on the way up. And just raised my stop the rest of the way. Ended up stopping out right under this consolidation. The best place to stop out. Right under the highest low of the day. Well, of the open anyway. Yeah, so that was awesome. What we got here? XPEV. Now this trade, like looking at it, looks like there's not even any range. Like, how did you make this a 4+R winner? Well, got in here. Where'd I get in? Entry price $22.91. That's my average price. Looks like I got in at about $22.87, and stop would have been $22.77, so about a 10-cent stop. So pretty tight. and I got that thing up from 87 to 23.11 on my first take profit, and didn't take anything out of here, but came back down, and I added and took profit again and again, and then stopped out my last leg over here under this low. And yeah, man, these were some really nice trades. Oh man, I remember SMCI. This one broke my heart, man. I just shot myself in the foot on this one, which is crazy because I believed in it so much that I added twice, and I held up here, and bruh, after this, I still had I should have sold more right there. I think that would have made me a little more willing to hold, to not be so tight with my stop. But I think I only took out half right here. But I was up like 4R, so I still had 2R, and then it started pulling back, and I was like, man, I do not want to lose these R's, because stop's supposed to be right here, which is like break even basically. So if it comes back down, I lose half of my win. And so I was like, nah, I'm about to raise the stop, because I was looking at this little bitty low here. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna put it right there, and if it breaks that low, then I'm out. But I knew this is where my stop's supposed to be. Like, this low doesn't come into play until this high is broken. Like, if this candle broke that high, then I would move my stop there. But yeah, I remember just dragging my stop up and stopping out of the position, and literally it just bounced off the EMA, higher high, higher low. Like, these would have been so good ad spots too, like super narrow range ads. And then, bro, it just kept going, man. Oh my God. And I just had to watch it. I think I eventually just took it off my chart so I couldn't see it. And that's just me. I saw several examples of me knowing exactly what I'm supposed to do based on my system, and then making like, no, I don't want to do that because of this. And then I changed something like this. My stop should have been here until this high got broken. But I thought that I knew better, and I could do something to make this trade work better than my system would have it work. And it didn't happen that way, man. It didn't happen. The system is better. The system is better. Like 9 times out of 10, the system beats me, and I mess it up. I mess it up for us. So, I just got to get out the way, man, and execute the system, man. Just get out the way, bro. But yeah, man. So that's it, man. I just kind of wanted to check in and talk about this amazing week that I had. uh 2.3 profit loss ratio, 38% win rate. I think we can do so much better. I think I noticed a lot of my entries. I went through and tagged a lot of my trades actually, which is something I've been super lacking on. But there's a few trades I had that were below the EMA on the 5, and that's one of the things I want to try to have as a criteria going into next week, is that it has to be above the 20 EMA on the 5. Like, I want it to go below the 20 EMA on the 1, and I want to buy it as it crosses back over, but it has to maintain itself above the 20 EMA on the 5. Otherwise, it's downtrending. Also, I had quite a few buys extended on the 5, like where it already, basically the move was already made, and I missed the good entry, and now I'm trying to catch like a pullback, hoping for a second leg up, when really the move was made already, you know. Um, so yeah, just a few adjustments to make going into next week, and hopefully we can have similar results, if not better. If not better. Best week of the year, $73.51 off of $3 risk, which is about 23R in a week. That's cool. That's cool, but we can do much better than that. I've had 21R in one day, so but we're just gonna trade what comes. I'm not forcing any R's. I'm not gonna do anything to try to make more R's than are there. I will add to winning positions if there are good opportunities before the move is made. Um, but yeah, man, I, I'm so excited for next week. But I'm chill. I'm chill. Just got to be patient. The open is very dangerous. I really like sitting back and waiting, like, 15, 20, 30 minutes, I think, before I take my first trade. Unless there's just like a super clear, obvious setup. I don't want to be fearful though. If I see something I believe in and I think it's a good idea, I want to feel comfortable to take it. So yeah, I like that too. I like that a lot. Anyway, that's all I had, man. I just wanted to talk about my exciting week, man. And hopefully we can close out the month of March. Break even on the month right now, so uh we can have whatever we do next week, you know. We can dig back into the red or we can put some money on the table. But anyway, appreciate all you guys who've been a part of my journey, for sure, my guy Trey. Q, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. My guy Pond, Uncle Paul, Three Pony, man, been holding it down since the beginning. Leon, man, Kizzy, Juice. Man, I shouldn't have started saying names because I don't want to forget anybody, man. My guy's signature. It's been super cool training with you guys over the last year. I hope we can all make it, man. I hope we can all make it to the bag and one day we'll do a meet and greet somewhere saucy. uh anyway, man, appreciate y'all for caring, man, and hanging out with me and riding with me, trading with me. Gotta come in Monday, tomorrow. Ready. I'm ready, man. Anyway, y'all be safe out here. I'll holla. Peace.